There's been a beautiful song from India that I think exemplifies a lot of the things that India does immensely well and probably uniquely well. It's from Border 2. Everyone knows this song. We haven't done a full review of it. And we feel like we've heard it, but we've actually never heard it properly.
That's right.
So I thought we'll do a full song review. We will check out the performance, actually the actual music release, and then we'll check out, there was a live version with Vishal and Sonu Nigam, and we're going to check out both of them. I do apologize if there's any cuts. This will be a review, but if you join the channel and you click the join button, you become part of the Feature Friday Club. You will get access to the uncut version of all these reviews and also uncut version of other videos with songs inside of them. But let's give it a watch. I'm really excited about this. It's been very, very popular and everyone's been asking for a review, so let's do it.
Yeah, the lineup is absolutely big. It's big.
Can I just say one more thing? In those first 15 seconds, choir based arrangements or unison based arrangements in like layers. You don't see very choral arrangements in India.
No.
They're not very common.
They're not used.
Yeah.
It's not a cultural thing.
But the only times where they do use them is in patriotic-like theme songs.
But even then, they still remain very unison-like. So you're working in different octaves, which gives enough depth, but it's still very united.
Yes.
Which I think it's the overall patriotic feel. We're all united by the same motherland.
Ghar Kab Aaoge, Ghar Kab Aaoge, Suna Suna hai sandesh se
What the fuck? What a transition between vocalists.
Fabulous. That was just so beautiful.
Everyone is on this fucking song. Anu, Meetum, Sonu Nigam, Roop, what's his name? Roop, is that Ratot?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Arijit, obviously, one of his last songs, actually, playback singer.
Well, obviously,
Vishal Dilijit.
we're getting the last few projects.
What an interesting
that he
transition.
worked in last year, so I suppose.
Was that Dilijit right there, just towards the end, and then it changes to Arijit? Let me change that back.
Still Sonu.
See, they're all transitioning.
Oh, that's true. But I do think that.
Change again?
See, but an older. I don't know.
That's
this is
Sonu.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah,
The
that's
transitions
fucking
are so
fire.
seamless.
That's
Wow.
fire. This is like me playing that game of like recognize this.
Yeah, who's the singer?
Yeah.
Guess the singer.
That's the sound of India, right there. Recognize the singer. Because every character, I think
Is it required to have a mustache to join the army?
it's just aura, man.
So look at them. They all look so freaking cool. The love for the country is so palpable as well.
Maybe the advantageous part of casting these timbers. Because, I mean, actually, this is one of the best projects I think I've heard in a very long time, where it's a collaborative project.
Yep.
And every collaborator has brought a different color to the painting.
Which is very nice, because in the West, when we're talking about musicals...
Mr. West!
When we're talking about musicals, this happens often in like compositions where you have different characters be part of the same song with different perspectives in the same issue, for example.
True.
However, in this isn't used in playback singing. Actually, it's very unlike anything that I have witnessed from the Bollywood musicals itself.
Yeah, like the transitions, not this often.
Yeah, they don't happen like that. However, I do like it here. Bless you. The idea of having a completely different perspective on the same singing phrase from a different singer, because it sort of like it creates depth and a layered experience for each character, regardless of whether that one singer is voicing different characters at the same time. It still creates a lot more depth and intricacy of the building of the situation and the scene.
Aura, bro.
I'm saying it.
Sick.
What is it about that melody?
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Wow. See, that unity is so incredibly important for this song.
Border
So
2.
you had the okay. So
Is
I'm
this an
trying to
original?
understand it.
Is this an original? So I think in Border 1, it still had it, right? That melody. I think that's why we recognize the melody.
Is it? Is that why?
Yeah, because I think it might be not a remake, but you know what I'm trying to say. I mean,
Yeah.
it is essentially a
It
remake.
is a remake. I do think, however, this melody it doesn't have any climax. Like it doesn't have any big sort of like peaks. So like the whole melody remains very much.
Yeah, 'cause-
and like the lower range throughout the whole track.
Because the original is Sonu and Javed Akhtar. They do like an 8-minute song because there is a 10-minute version of this actually. I think it would be the same. That's
That's why I was like, it sounds so ridiculously familiar.
Yeah, that's why we recognize it.
That's
Yeah.
good though.
Funnily enough, we've heard this original version.
I actually love that. I love that because the context is so important.
1997.
Is this a story also based in real life facts, events? Because I feel like it is. I think I remember the trailer saying that it was.
A lot of people seem to be looking for that. Border 2 is a war based on the 1971 India-Pakistan War, focusing on the events of Operation Genghis Khan and the Battle of Basantar. As a spiritual sequel of the 1997 film, so it's a spiritual sequel, not a direct sequel.
Okay.
It highlights the valor of Indian armed forces and key figures starring Sunny Deol, Varun Dhawan, and Diljit Dosanjh. War context: the film is set during the 1971 Indian-Pakistan War that resulted in the creation of Bangladesh. Shout out Coke Studio Bangla. Key battles, events, the story, especially centers Operation Genghis Khan. Okay, what we just read. The movie features the multi-day and in some cases night-long actions at the border, and then the Air Forces, Navy efforts, and then
That's
the
what
Indian
I saw
armies.
at the end. Obviously, you
Right.
have 3 different sections of the army force.
You know, India's
The
like
Navy,
war
the
history
army, and the air forces.
is so recent.
It is.
That's
it
actually
is.
fucking ridiculous.
It's actually so palpable.
I mean, this is probably one of there's the few times in which I actually feel like the remake is just as sweet as the original. As a matter of fact, obviously, because of production value and the technology we have available now, I think it's actually superior, just based on production, not core value.
Correct.
Because the original will always be the original. It says, messages arrive and they torment us. Every letter that comes keeps asking, where will you come home? Where will you come home?
That's what he means.
Right, when will you come home? Because they're men in service, right? This house is lonely without you. Ah, messages. Fucking hell. Their heart is lonely without you. This heart that stayed empty for so many years, lit up like Diwali when someone arrived. Doors stay awake at the sound of footsteps. Morning breaks with someone turning in their sleep. I often think in loneliness that the moon will descend into my courtyard. Fucking hell, gorgeous lyricist. The fortunate one, the earrings she wears, the festival plate she has adorned, and the red glow of her henna, all of them ask, when will you come home? Where will you come home? Shit.
That is heartbreaking.
Damn.
That is heartbreaking. Thank you for your service.
There is a live version of this. It's actually Amazon Music, and we don't know anyone in Amazon Music. So we have found the isolated vocals of Ovisha live and the Sonu. So I thought we would give that a little bit of a watch
Let's go.
here together.
Gorgeous. My God.
Fucking hell, he sounds like that in real life.
My God, that's absolutely stunning.
Oh, you actually had army
you
people
had
come?
actually, wow.
Damn.
के घर कब आओगे के घर कब आओगे संदेश से आते हैं हमें तड़पाते हैं के घर कब आओगे
I
के
love
घर
his
कब
vocal timbre. Come on.
आओगे सुना है
Can I say something? Can I just the diabolical composition of the song? It's on a major key. The melody is so sweet. Everything is so beautiful about the musical composition of this. And then the lyrics are like,
It's
you
true.
know,
It's actually very.
such a beautiful juxtaposition.
It's very juxtaposed, and I don't think. I mean, obviously, this is what we do, so I guess that's sort of what our job is. But part of the reason why I feel
I
this
was
song,
so articulate there.
yeah, part of the song part of the reason why this song has resonated so much, I feel, not only because of its original, and then also you could essentially tell because of it's actually called story,
Yeah.
but the core value of the story is because it is a very much juxtaposed, contrasting experience.
Yeah.
It's just. Not everyone understands scales or keys, and then the impact they have in combination with lyricism,
Yes.
in combination with vocal color and timbres, and then creating it in essentially to what seems to be part of the pop formula of India.
Yes.
So
But
that's
it's actually very lovely done, especially in the stripped version. You can actually take in what the inflection of the singers actually means. So
Right.
the intent changes with a little pull of the tempo, or like waiting right until the last beat to finish the phrase. Because I think, for example, with Sonu, he's very regal with his approach to the songs. I think, especially because they're so loved already.
Look at him.
Yeah, actually, his posture,
Look at
everything
that
about him is very regal. He has so much respect for the craft.
Yeah.
But then you see somebody like Vishal who is so passionate.
He's very
and, like,
giving.
He's really bleeding through that, and even if he's bleeding in a positive sense, because he's happy and he's actually happy to be involved, but you actually feel the context of the lyricism with somebody as passionate as him.
It's also with a song like this. There's obviously the huge theme of sacrifice.
Yes.
But there's also then the theme of patriotism. But it's essentially like everything comes at a cost. How do you translate that into a musical sense? Of course, you'll choose a major key. Of course, then you'll choose a lyrics of devotion, but sacrifice.
Yes.
Devotional sacrifice, it feels like. It's essentially like a spiritual experience.
Yeah, basically,
and then you mix it with timbers that have brightness and hope to mix that to match it with the patriotism. And then you also add new timbers that provide more grounding, like the Arijit on a lower range. You know?
And actually, the grounding here is such an important aspect of everything, because
it's like realism.
The whole song, it's on a lower range. The whole song, it's like on a lower scale. So you're having to work with really grounded voices because of the meaning and the actual weight of the circumstance in which we're seeing this song.
How did I do in the box office? Border 2. Border 2 collection, 14 days. Border 2 managed to gather an impressive 294 crore within India and an outstanding 402 crore worldwide.
Whenever the crore mentioned, I know they make a lot of money.
Bro, that's like $46 million.
I told you. Whenever the crores come up, I know that's a lot of money.
What the Also, a lot of songs.
Nice.
Box office. $46 million fucking dollars.
And what was the budget?
And 52 worldwide. I don't know. That's plus India, 6 million, 46 million in India, then 6 million in other territories, total 52 million.
Okay,
and then the budget was, dude, that's a ridiculous, because I don't think they
lot.
spent that much. Maybe they did. Maybe they spent like 25.
I think they probably might have done, because of the whole CGI sequences that they were.
Dude, CGI is expensive as fuck. See, I'm stumped. That was 10 years ago. No one's figured it out. How do we convert rupees 4.5 lakh into USD? Fucking hell, mate. Someone help that guy on Reddit. And someone help me. But I think it was $25 million, I think. Essentially. Because that's why Wikipedia says $46 million.
Yes, I guess.
$52 million. The number somewhere in the middle has to be $25 fucking million.
I suppose.
So they made their money back and profit.
Yes.
Twice.
Love it.
Vamos!
Adios.